everyone, Sophia here from My Great Challenge. Welcome back to my channel. You can tell from the title of this video that Sophia is about to shuffle things around yet again. Okay, so what's the issue now? Okay, so you all know I've been quilting and I want to do some sewing for the house. Like I have to do curtains and a whole bunch of stuff. So I've been using the table here in the dining room, and what happens is that every time we eat, I got to move all of my junk and put it to the side and put it back on when I'm ready to sew and take it out. And it's just been this constant back and forth, and quite frankly I'm creating more work for myself than anything else. So I'm going to show you what it looks like when I'm not working on sewing or quilting or doing anything on this table, and you're going to understand why it needs to be changed. So here's the dining room table. It's all clean, it's beautiful, it's the way we wanted it, and right now obviously I'm not doing anything, but I have a ironing board here permanently positioned by the window because the outlet is right here, and quite frankly it's unsightly. I don't want it here. And then on the living room side I have all my quilting stuff that is put here because I really don't want to put it anywhere else. It's kind of like, you know, in a corner. I could put it in the dining room, but then you got to, you know, go around it. So all of this stuff, I have to find a place for it. So I've been toying around with the idea for a long time now in this house to have kind of like a space that's just for me. Not that the whole house is not just for me. Let's face it, my junk is everywhere. But, you know, like kind of an area where I can do some projects and just leave them there when I have to do something else. So if I need to step away for a couple of days or I don't have the time or whatever, instead of having to pack everything up like I'm doing right now with the quilting. So I thought about the office, but then I would have to move all my computers and everything, and it's not really the ideal spot for quilting because the table or the counter that I created is very long, but it's not deep enough. So it's just basically a sewing station, but you can't really cut and lay out fabric and things like that. So the only space really where I can do anything is the basement. So yes, I am in the basement. You guys, you all know the layout of the basement. When you come downstairs, there's a big empty space. And then I have the basement proper, and Scott always folding some laundry. Hello.
Hi.
And then here's the basement here, which you can tell doesn't look too bad at all. We did put the round table over there in between. It may or may not stay here. Okay, so I'm going to use the space here because there's nothing there except now I just have the sleigh, so that can be moved somewhere else. So let me show you what I got, because you need some, you know, there's basics that you need if you want to do a craft station or a sewing room, which is really not going to be a sewing room. It's just going to be kind of like a space where I can do the stuff I need to do for now, and then we'll decide later on when I'm done with all those projects what we're going to do with the stuff I brought in. So this is what I got. I got a table, you guys, and 2 chairs, and I paid $30 from the Facebook Marketplace, and this is just going to be that. It's going to be, hi Willie. Hi. It's going to be a table here, and I have to set up all of my sewing stuff here. So this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to set up everything I need, and aside from purchasing the table, everything else I'm going to use stuff that I already have in the house that I know I can repurpose, like bins and old shelving, whatever. We'll figure it out. So let's get started. I'm going to start by putting this table together. Personally, I think $30 is not a bad deal for a table and 2 chairs. She actually had more chairs, but I didn't want them. Lord knows I got enough chairs in this house. So anyway, so what do I need in order for me to be able to quilt and make curtains? I need a flat surface like this. This table is 59 by 36. That allows me to, you know, flatten the fabric and do all sorts of things with it and have a cutting space. I need to be able to put my machine on it. Now, the other thing that I need is my ironing board, which really is pretty bad, actually. So I need to change the pad on it. I need a set of shelves that will allow me to store fabric. And I need a bunch of little containers to put all of the tools, you know, like the pins and the rotary cutters, my scissors, things like that. That's really all I need. It doesn't have to be very complicated. But I do want to have a setup that is comfortable and convenient, and allows me to do what I need to do, kind of clean it up real quick, and it's not in everybody's way. Now, is it going to be a pretty looking? Probably not, because it's right there at the bottom of the stairs. Eventually what I'll have to do is get a rug to put underneath here, because it is cold in the basement, and this winter, if I'm still doing some sewing, I'm going to be freezing. Well, not really, because I have the baseboard here, but you know what I mean. Just to make it more comfortable on my feet. And what I'm trying to do here is set it up in a way where I'm going to minimize the amount of walking around. Because when you do quilting and sewing, you got to get up a lot. You get up to cut the fabric, then you sit down to sew it, then you get up to go and iron stuff, then you go back to the table. So I'm going to try to create a flow that makes sense and is facilitating the task without creating more frustration. I don't know if that makes sense. This bolt here is no good. I'm gonna have to find another one. Right, so this is what I got so far. Here's the table, and it's really sturdy. And I thought about putting it right here in the middle. It's taking too much room, you know, when you come down from the staircase here. I don't want anything in the way, so I have to put it against the corner. Yes, I am blocking a door, not a big deal. I have a door accessing the boiler room from the other side, so this one really is not something that I have to have. I can access the boiler room and the storage room from the other side. And then I have the last of the bookcases right here, and that is going to be for spare fabrics and whatnot. I can use the space here to put some stuff, and then I have to bring in a lamp. That's next. Now, where am I going to put the ironing board? That's the big problem. I'm probably gonna have to put it somewhere on that side, but yeah, that's what it looks like. So the reason why I set it up this way, and I know it's probably, you know, not the best or ideal position. I could move this here and put the table that way. I got to think about it, but the reason why I wanted to do this is because the sewing machine has all of its plugs on the right, and my jack is right there, my outlet, and my outlet is right here. So that allows me to put the machine here, and all of the wires would just go this way. If I was putting the machine this way, I would have to get the wires going underneath the table. That's a problem. Or I would have to have them go behind towards this, and I would constantly kind of, you know, trip on them or whatnot. So let me see if I have an outlet behind this, because if I do, then I'll move this and then I'll put the table the other way. It's probably going to make more sense. Right, so no outlet. So I was able to move the shelf, the bookcase right here, and I emptied it actually, except for the bottom row, because I need it to stabilize the shelf. And I'm putting the table this way instead, because remember, I need the outlet for all the cables for the machine to go this way, so they're not in my way. So I'm gonna be working in this corner here, and then put the rest of the books in that bookcase and the chair over here. Still no room for the ironing board, but that's all right. Now I gotta figure out where I'm going to put the lamp, because I need more lighting. I have one source of lighting right here above me, but I need another source of lighting, and I have a torchlier, a lamp here. So I'm going to see if I can put it right here, because it has a directional that goes down and the other one goes on the ceiling. Okay, so I think that's going to be enough for light. This is just making it. I would prefer to have it on this side, because there's a what you call it, like a not a recess, but an addition to the ceiling for wires and pipes or whatnot, but it is what it is. So I'm going to use this space here for fabric, and then this space here to do what I gotta do, and I'm going to see if I can put all my tools in there as well. So I'll have the sewing station here, and then the cutting board right in this area, and that just should do it. I have to get an extension because I don't like that cord underneath the table like this. So anyway, let me start setting up, and I'll be right back. So machine is here. This is all the space I have for cutting and stuff, and there's all my junk that was upstairs, so now I gotta go through all of this. It's a lot of stuff, it's a lot of fabric. Some of it is upholstery fabric. I gotta refold everything. I'm gonna use this space here to put it all together, and yeah, so let me see. This is plenty. I could use a bigger board, but you know what? That's what I got for now, and I refuse to spend another dime, 30 bucks on the table and 2 chairs. That is plenty spending for now. I'm recycling stuff as much as I can. This is the big measuring ruler that you use to make binding. It's a 2.5 inch. Put it right here in the corner. Okay, so this obviously goes to the machine, and I'm going to keep it there permanently. I just got to remove this. Okay, that way it's easier for me. Okay, manuals. I'll go through that. Let me go through fabric. This gotta go over there. This is the latest one I made, and I'm going to show you how to make it, by the way. Coming up soon. Not now. I gotta set up everything first. Okay, well, it is what it is. That's my sewing space, and it's not much, but it's good enough for what I need to do. So let me show you a little bit of fabric that I have, because for those of you who quilt, you probably would appreciate that. So these are fat quarters that I got at Joann's. They were kind of like half off. They're all in gray and deep lavender. I plan on making a quilt with it, and I will do that with you guys at a later time because I got other stuff to show you. This is the fabric that's left over from the one I did for the table, and these are fat quarters left over from previous projects. So I have plenty stuff. This is from my first quilt. I have 2 fat quarters left. I have plenty stuff to show you how to do basic quilting. This is a charm pack. I'll tell you all about that when we get to it. And then this is the fabric I'm currently using for the quilt I am making, and I need to get more of the words actually because I don't have enough, and that's going to be for the backing. This is leftover from another project that I had. This is, I have no idea where I got this. It's obviously from Joann. Fabric, I'm not sure. I don't know how I got it. Maybe my mother-in-law gave it to me, but I can't remember. And this is all Durally fabric that I have. A friend of mine got his hand on a full collection of samples from Durally fabric, and I have a gazillion. I have them in every color. Some of them are absolutely beautiful. If you love fabric, you're probably salivating right now. Look at this one. Isn't it cute? So I have a lot of them. I just don't know what to do with them. I made a quilt tabletop for my mother-in-law with it, which was not the greatest fabric to use because this is upholstery fabric and some of it is for outdoor. So it's very thick, but I just don't want to part with it because I'm sure I'll find something to do with this. So that's the fabric stash for now. I don't have a lot. I have other bins that have leftover fabric that is for curtains, so I'm not gonna put it in there. It can stay where it is. This is my cutting board, which is really not great. It's small, but you know what? I can still do a lot of things with it. I have this big jar here where I put all my cutters and the templates, which I really don't use. This is for scissors and rotary cutter. This is for the feet and stuff that I'm using. This is leftover fabric that I have. And then this is the leftover scraps that I have for what I'm currently working on. So I'm going to show you what I'm working on. And I will show you how to do that. This is called a hunter's star. So I have one in this red fabric, and then I have another one in this brown fabric. This one I didn't do a very good job on it, but this one I think is pretty much perfect. So it goes together with big squares like this. So you get the idea, right? And you're just gonna put them together like that, and it's gonna make a big, not a big, but a lap quilt for Christmas season. I'm really just practicing more than anything else, so that's that. So stay tuned for a video about this one. This is just my sewing, you know, box. I'm just gonna leave it here, and the machine is here. I have some pins on this side. Let me turn it on so we can see how much light I have, which is enough for me. And then I wrap the cord around the leg of the table, and that's that. So yeah, that's my sewing station, you guys. It's adequate light. It's not the best, but you know what, I'm gonna do the best I can with what I have. And then on this side, I just have the books, and the ironing board I'll probably just put right here, or I'll have to get one that I can roll underneath here, but that's at a later time. So that's that. So I'm sweating up a bunch here because I have the laundry and the dryer running, and I'm moving back and forth, so I need to go upstairs, get something to drink. We got plenty of things to do this afternoon. It's Saturday, by the way. We have a game for Edward, for his band, so we gotta go attend to that. And I'll probably tomorrow, I don't know if I'm gonna do anything on Sunday, because we do have some errands to run and we got a friend to go and meet with, so that would be it. I'm gonna try to do some videos during the week on, you know, the basics of quilting, because I said I was gonna do that. And yes, there will be cleaning videos again. The house doesn't need to be clean right now, guys, so I don't know, you know, how interesting it's gonna be. And you just saw the living room and the dining room, it's clean. So my bedroom upstairs is fine, the kids' bedroom a little iffy. The basement is done, so yeah, sorry, there's not much cleaning going on in the house right now, because I'm still doing the Fly Lady and it's working for me, and there's less and less and less to do. So that gives me time to do quilting in the evening, and that's really, really great, because that's kind of a nurturing thing for me. It's better, I'd rather do that than clean. Okay, so give me a big thumbs up if you like my space. Let me know down below if there is other things I should add, or you know, that I didn't think of, because I'm not a pro, okay? I'm just a novice amateur quilter, not a very good seamstress to begin with. So I'm just trying to set up something, because I really, really want to learn how to do this. How many quilt can one have? I don't know, and I don't care. I really enjoy doing it. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy touching fabric and playing around with fabric. I can come up with a whole bunch of projects to do, you know, and have you tag along and learn to sew alongside of me, because Lord knows I need to learn. Okay, so give me a big thumbs up if you like this video and this setup. I will see you next time, probably with a video on fundamentals of quilting, in particular piecing. So I'll show you how to do you know, simple pieces, half square triangles, and flying geeses. I will see you later. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.